Hello friends, welcome to EduFound YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Class 7 NCERT Geography Chapter 1. This will be a quick revision covering all the important points of this chapter. So let's start. It is wonderful to watch the sky after the sunset. Here we can see that the whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects. Some are bright and others are dim. If we notice carefully, we will see some of them are twinkling, those are stars, and others are not twinkling, those are planets. Later we will come details on that. Now here we see the presence of moon also. The moon appears different shapes at different times, at different positions in the night sky. Sometimes we see the shape of the moon is completely round. We call it as full moon night or Purnima, and sometimes we can't see moon in the night sky and call it as new moon night or Amavasya. It happens every fortnight. In daytime we can see the sun. So the sun, the moon and all those objects shining in the sky are called celestial bodies. Now let's come to stars. They are very big and hot, made up of gases, have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amount. That's why previously we said that stars twinkle. The common example of star is sun. Common because Earth, where we live or where we all belongs, is a part of the solar family. So let's discuss what are constellations. If we observe the night sky carefully, we will notice various patterns formed by different groups of stars. So like Ursa Major or Big Bear, Saptarishi, etc. So let's come to this picture of NCERT book. It represents solar system. Here we can see 8 planets is shown. Mercury is the nearest to the sun and followed by Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. And between Mars and Jupiter, asteroid belts is also shown in this diagram. Asteroid belts are just the some small pieces of rocks which move around the sun. We will cover it later. So in this picture there the distance of different planets from the sun is given. So learn it well. So next is the sun. It is the center of the solar system as well as it provides the pulling force. That's why all the planets are moving around the sun through their own pathway, which is called orbit. So next, sun is made up of extremely hot gases like hydrogen, helium, etc. So sun is approximately 150 million kilometer from Earth. So we can't imagine the distance actually. So high, so huge distance. And light travels at the speed of about 3 lakh kilometers per second. So the light of the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach the Earth. Now planets, we can divide it in 2 ways. Among all, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and another 4 are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. First 4 are called inner planets and last 4 are called outer planets. So inner planets are made up of rocks generally and the outer planets are made up of gases and liquids. And Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus have rings around them, and rings are nothing but some belts of small debris. So let's see some important facts. Venus is also known as Earth's twin because this planet is quite similar to Earth with respect to shape, size, etc. So another important fact regarding Pluto is that it was a confusion. That means till 2006, Pluto was also considered as planet like Earth, Venus, Mercury, etc. But later, in a meeting of the International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that, like other celestial bodies, Pluto comes under the dwarf planet. The Earth. It is a third nearest planet to the Sun and fifth longest planet of the solar system. Here another term is also important, that is geoid. It is basically means an Earth-like shape. In early time when astronomy was not so much modified and many misconceptions was there regarding the shape of the Earth, but now it is clearly shown from the space that Earth is slightly flattened at the poles region. So this shape is known as the geoid shape. The Moon, only one satellite of Earth. In case of Saturn, Jupiter, lots of satellites are there. But in case of Earth, only one satellite, that is Moon. Its diameter is 1/4 of the Earth and it is about 384,400 kilometers away from Earth. It moves around the Earth in about 27 days. So let's see some interesting facts. Neil Armstrong, an American astronaut and aeronautical engineer, was the first man to step on the surface of the Moon on 21st July 1969. Next, satellite. Let's discuss about satellite and human satellite. Human-made satellites or man-made satellites. Satellites are celestial bodies that move around the planets just like planets move around the sun. But human-made satellites are those artificial bodies designed by scientists. So here in this diagram, it is shown that how man-made satellites are sent to the Earth orbit through rocket launch to gather the information about the universe or for communication. And some examples of Indian satellites or Indian space satellites are given here. Asteroids. Apart from the stars, planets and satellites, there are numerous tiny bodies which also moves around the sun. It also forms asteroid belt, which I mentioned before in the diagram. So between Mars and Jupiter, so there is a asteroid belt. And meteoroids. Meteoroids are small pieces of rocks which move around the sun and sometimes come near the Earth to tend to drop upon. And during this process, due to friction with air, they get heated up and burned. Sometimes a meteor, without being completely burnt, falls on Earth and creates a hollow. So galaxy, it is a huge system of cluster of millions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. Solar system is a part of Milky Way galaxy, which is also known as Akashganga, and there are lots of galaxies in the universe. That's why we can't even imagine how big the universe is. Scientists are still trying to find out more and more about it. We are not certain about its size, but we know that all of us, you and I, all belongs to this universe. So thank you for watching. Next video is on Chapter 2 of NCERT Class 6. Till then, stay connected and keep learning.